Before starting this video, I'm going to need you guys to do two things for me. First, answer this question. What is the closest thing to paranormal that's ever happened to you? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Secondly, I'm going to need you guys to please turn on the notification by clicking on the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This mansion may look like any other ordinary home, but stories surrounding this house says otherwise. The Studley Park Mansion is situated in Sydney, Australia, and was built in the year of 1889 for its wealthy purchaser, William Payne. William wanted the home to be as costly and lavish as it could be, and hired some of the best builders and architects to design the entire mansion. Some say that he built the mansion for his bride-to-be. Unfortunately, 2 years later, William had way too many debts and was facing a serious financial crisis, so he was forced to sell his property in order to maintain his wealth. The house would go from owner to owner. It was once purchased by a man named Henry Oliver, who later converted the house into a school. But then it was sold again in 1919 to Charles Herbert Palmer, who was a reverend. But then a mysterious fire broke out, burning a portion of the house. The house was then sold again in 1933, only to be sold again to the Australian Department of Defense in 1939, in which they transformed it into a training camp for soldiers. So by now you get the idea that this house was passed around more than a volleyball. But why? Some say that the house is cursed due to some incident that happened back in 1909. The story goes like this. In 1909, there was a little boy who went by the name of Ray Blackstone. At the time, the property included a dam where kids in the neighborhood would often go to swim. In that year, the young boy and his friends went to go swim in the dam, but Ray ended up drowning and losing his life in the process. His body was picked up ashore by his friends and was stored in a cellar room before his burial. Since then, strange sounds would emit through the building and bizarre paranormal events would ensue, such as lights switching on and off, along with doors closing by themselves. People who would often visit the place described seeing wet footprints in the hallways.
It's coming into me, yeah, feel like it. Anybody can hold the camera, please.
Situation with somebody up here now.
I've got it. Yeah.
Just keep filming. Okay. We're up here in this room. Okay.
There were times where furnitures, including clocks, would randomly move. Approximately 30 years after the first incident, the son of one of the owners had contracted appendicitis, which he later died from. While the house became a training facility in 1939, some soldiers witnessed shadows walking around the building and whispering sounds coming out of nowhere, and it would haunt them during nighttime. The house turned out to be an experiment for some paranormal experts. This case became so popular that it was even featured in a show called Scream Test, where some contestants were locked in for a period of time to see how long they could last. Most just couldn't do it. They would complain of hearing voices and sounds of baby crying. Let me show you a clip of a team of paranormal experts visiting the house and recording some strange events that occurred. This clip was recorded by Laszlo Novak.
Is there anybody outside? Is there anybody in here?
Everybody's in here.
Because I'm getting footsteps.
No, I heard that before.
I'm happy that we're here.
Oh guys, too many orbs coming towards me.
Are you happy that we moved out of the other room? We hope that shows you that we do respect you.
I think we should do
We go
Split
upstairs.
up into 3 groups.
Can we go to this room?
Yeah, that's downstairs. Did you smell that? Did you ever smell tobacco smell in the other room?
Well, the first one I didn't, the second one I did.
It's really strong, I really
The old sort of pipe stuff.
Yeah,
It was
that's
stitched.
the
If you get nerves when you get to say
Lastly, in a more recent case, in 2010, builders were contracted to renovate the entire house. Upon their arrival, they found a noose that was dangling from the roof. They also reported seeing a ghostly figure, that of a young boy, walking around, along with the face of a lady staring through the window. So, a lot of paranormal experts believe that the young boy's soul may have not rested the way it should have. So now his soul lingers in the Studley Park Mansion and continues to haunt the place. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Thank you.